Sayroi, Natsuki, and Yuri, and we ended with us making a poem. So if you didn't watch that, of course, go check back at the last video. It was like 33 minutes long. I had also an announcement on there, so go check that out. Other than that, we are gonna start Doki Doki. Are you excited since you have not played it with me yet? So he's seen stuff, but he hasn't seen the whole thing, so this should be interesting. So let's go to load game and go to the poem. So hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through the text you've already read. Okay. Hi again, Cat. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Cat. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. No, of course not. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accumulate. I can't even say it. Accustomed to it. Thank you. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Hey, you love me, okay? Hey, they don't know that. So, Sayroi told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't care, take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh, she's so cute. Wait, which one is your favorite again? You mean Yuri?
Yeah.
The reader? Okay. Natsuki finds herself stuck behind saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Yes, it is, sweetheart. Yes, it is. I have them in my room.
You don't read it.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Cat always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Kat can become good friends too. Sayroi. As usual, Sayroi seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Well, wait, Sayroi? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayroi made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that's everyone settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Before I finish continuing this, somebody was letting me know to keep an eye on the actual files. Like if something happens, so I'm going to keep it on the side. And if something does happen, I'll let you all know and see it. So let's keep on going with the story. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayroi and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oh, man. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the books Sayroi gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayroi's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, probably nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayroi is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Oh my god. Ha ha ha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Of course. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayroi is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayroi can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! Hi. Wow! I open my eyes and find Sayroi's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Yeah, if I was in a small chair, I would have been the same way too. I would have. That scared me for a minute. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for falling, for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club?
I wish you did.
I wish, right? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayroi. Hehehehe. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. Oh, get after her. Get after her. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayroi, it's written all over you. Sayroi glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayroi's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. I guess not. If you look at it. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Where? I don't see none. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayroi. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Well then,
Buttoning it up is not unbuttoned. Any ideas?
Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Whoa! This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is that to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Well then. Why is this one so hard to close? Oh, I wonder why. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs are getting big again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so why does it feel strange to see Sayroi's blazer buttoned up like that? Oh, I see. But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayroi hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew! That's so much better. Sayroi puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you don't care. You take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Ehehehe. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. Huh. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayroi. Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Cat, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayroi still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayroi and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayroi is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Not surprised with her. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who shall I show my poem to first?
Look at me, I'm not gonna play the game.
Make a decision, pick somebody.
The back door.
Just pick someone. Sayroi, Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica.
So difficult to choose.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Just tell me when to stop.
You can do that.
Tell me when. It sounds like yours! Okay, we'll go to Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can't trust her opinion, to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. So sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Aww. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first poem. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Yes, you did. I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to keep up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different kinds of techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, is this supposed to be a literature club? Okay. Ghost Under the Light. Oh gosh, I gotta sit up. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the umber glow. Bathing. If must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present by living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Flicker back? How do you flicker something back?
I don't know. Interesting. Okay. I'm sorry. I have such horrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. No. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Kat. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They really do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick one of these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay, tell me when to stop. Yay! Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. What's that supposed to mean? I put my heart and soul out there for you. Okay, Natsuki, I love you. Why? That's a little blunt, though. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke many emotions. So basically, it's not cute even for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? No? Maybe by you, though. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
That makes no sense.
It's so cute though!
But it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, Because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Exactly. I write my own poems. Just so you all know that. I never told anybody. But yes, I do write my own poems. And it's a lot of fun because you get to express yourself of how you feel or you want to write about or whatever. So I get where she's coming from because people might judge you of what you write about. But I mean, don't let them. It's how you feel. This is your writing. So.
You never showed me any of your poems.
I've shown you my poem. I have a lot of poems. I'll have to show you again, I guess. Your writing style wouldn't make your... What? I have shown you my poems. I have.
You never showed me. When?
A while back.
Well, I'm gonna while back.
And I made you one.
Now, is that the one you're talking about?
No.
I've seen any other one other than
Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really dishearten you. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helped bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did, I guess, more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I'm gonna go Sayroi.
Why?
Not out of her. She's adorbs. Oh my goodness! This is so good, cat! I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayroi? You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ha 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 ha. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a cat poem. And that one makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feeling in it. Sayroi hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayroi. Yeah, that's what literally I was thinking. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Kat. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayroi. I'm not sure if Sayroi sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now we'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of the bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you testing me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret. I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I couldn't sleep forever.
I could sleep.
I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. It sounds like she did this morning. She wrote this morning, didn't she?
But she left the sunshine.
Sayroi? This is just a guess, but did you write this morning? Oh. Okay, then I guess my character is smart then. Did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line.
I will breakfast.
I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Aww. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica is the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Now to Monica. You still scare me with those green eyes. Hi, Kat. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahahaha. Don't worry, Kat. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I have Monica my poem, and that is gross. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayroi would like. Is that so? You and Sayroi are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayroi and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd like. So,
Then you think.
So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading it too much? Blah blah blah. I can't even speak. Ha ha ha. I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel in it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you wouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward your own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahahaha. Ahahaha. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckle protrudes? 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 Protrudes.
Protrudes.
Yeah, I said it right. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. A real line like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retanas. Retanas?
What were you?
My retanas?
I get it. I can't read.
Already scorched into a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay. I know, I already finished reading it. Interesting. Now, let me see if...
In other words, you're saying someone was... In other words, you're saying someone was...
Okay.
It even says...
It's okay. So, what do you think? It's very freeform. That's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Well, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performing out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the impression behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of infancy recently. I've been influencing my poems a bit. An infancy? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other? Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on the specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Anyway to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing ability. Sorry, he dropped his phone though. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Go grab your phone.
Too far. I don't want to get it.
Alright, guys. Got it?
What is it?
There you go. Don't break the phone. Just hold it. Just hold it. No, just keep holding it.
I'm dropping it.
Okay. As if everyone judged me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's one way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayroi and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. He's gonna miss out. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolistic or something? It's clearly about the feeling or of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayroi liked it, and Kat did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. I can't like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kat appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Ooh. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kat started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, this doesn't involve you!
Gee.
I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Kat! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted? For no reason. The meaning should jump out of the reader, no force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain it to her, Kat. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only uncertainly limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Kat? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
Help me, Sayroi!
Help me, Sayroi! Natsuki glares at me, drying up my words I have in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so denseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Yuri! Eh? Yeah? Everyone is fighting and making Sayroi uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Kat. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about you, her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayroi wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in her head. Yeah, in her head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful!
How does that relate to any poem or
Yuri stands tremendously. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. That one. I'll make some tea. Yuri brushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Yuri is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, as president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Ha 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 ha. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayroi is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? She could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Okay? That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Don't be foreshadowing things. I'm watching you. I'm watching there too.
I think they can see the files.
No, they can't see the files. I'm watching those too. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Kat, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. Other than the conflict earlier, where the girl scared me. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think of myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any like that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. And not to myself with newfound determination. Kat? Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee. Sayroi beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayroi and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayroi? About what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That really is the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they're good friends with you. Phew. You know, Kat, it's nice that I can get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's hee. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayroi still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayroi. I pat Sayroi on the shoulder. That's my head. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayroi as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Alright, I'm gonna write one more poem, and that's gonna be the end of this live stream. Hopefully all y'all enjoyed this as much as I have, and of course, I think you've enjoyed it so far. You're learning about the girls, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Depression, COVID, insight form. How to fly down here. Shopping, Valentine. Insight. Fancy, cute. Chocolate, shiny, cute. Eternity. Raindrop. Happiness. Kitty. Games. Doki Doki. Boop. Door, smile, holiday, boop. Kawaii. Incredible. Lollipop. Heartbeat.
I think Sayroi did it.
Like I said, whenever they jump, that means that that's the word they like or whatever.
But Sayroi only jumped once that entire time.
Maybe that's not what she likes. Peaceful. Habitat. Romance. Music. Imagination. Memories. Heart. Alright guys, so that's gonna be the end of Doki Doki Part 2. I hope you all enjoyed. And I know he's over here. So we got to get to know the girls. We talked to them about our poem. And of course there was a fight between Natsuki and Yuri. And Sayroi saved the day! Kind of. So, other than that, and my earpiece really fell out. Great. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it for today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it as much as we did. I don't know if you'll be here next time. I'm probably going to stream it tomorrow again. And go on from here after doing the poem and see how the girls like this poem. So, other than that, I will see y'all later. Bye!
Bye.